6 secret techniques charming women use to keep men thinking about them. When it comes to powers of attraction, there's one thing that is more powerful than anything else: getting into a man's head and making him obsessed. Let's face it, who wouldn't want their man to miss them? Whether you have a crush on a new guy, are in a committed relationship, or want to make an ex jealous, the trick is to make him miss you. Sure, you could entice him with your physical appearance, feed him his favorite drink and meal, and hold him captive in your bed for a couple of hours, but being in his thoughts is far stronger than anything you could ever do face to face. Being on his mind implies he's thinking about you every minute and second. Being on his mind implies that he is distracted, insane, and fantasizing about being with you, that he is completely yours. Nonetheless, building desire is the most challenging part of learning to enter someone's head. There must be some initial curiosity, but how deeply someone remembers you is typically a result of your dedication to making the relationship happen. Fortunately, we've compiled a list of tips for having someone think about you all the time. Watch this video all the way through to the end to learn how to build stronger and deeper connections more quickly. How giving personal details causes the mind to think about someone more. One of the most successful strategies for making someone think of you is to program their minds to keep thinking about you. This is like putting a seed in someone's mind and watching it grow with each passing day. Begin by communicating personal information with him. Even if they do not reciprocate, it may have a huge influence on how that person perceives you subconsciously. This is due to the fact that only close relatives and friends might communicate vulnerable thoughts and feelings. As a result, when you share personal information with someone, they subconsciously believe that you are connected to them. What kind of personal information should I share? One thing to keep in mind when learning how to make someone think of you is that long-term couples frequently disclose intimate and sensitive details. By doing so, you are subconsciously programming the person's mind to believe that the two of you will form a tighter and stronger relationship. This is one of the first and most important stages in getting someone to think about you. The fact that you're already exchanging personal information with one another helps to condition their minds that you've already begun a real connection. However, there are various factors to consider before disclosing personal information to someone and learning how to make someone think of you from a distance. For example, he must realize that you only share such information with a select few. There are no hard and fast rules on the sort of information you should disclose to that person. What's important is that he understands that the subject isn't something you would discuss with anybody. Used phrases like, "Not many people understand this, but my sister does," to emphasize that the information you're sharing is private and intimate. When you learn how to keep making someone think about you, you are also signaling to that person that you value the other person's perspective on an important matter. 6 ways to make someone think about you. It doesn't matter if you just met, started a relationship, or have known the individual for a long time. Everyone likes to be remembered. Fortunately, there are several effective strategies for making someone think about you nonstop. 1. Begin by being interesting. Sure, you won't be interesting to everyone, but there is a technique to increase your conversational skills with those who do. The key to being a good conversationalist is to be a good listener. I used to believe that participating in a discussion meant being heard, being loud, and being correct. And I lost countless friendships as a result of this mindset. So I learned to listen. Actually, I learned this ability from Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's the type of book you need to read on a regular basis, at least once a year. There are always new things to learn from it. Active listening has literally improved my life. It changed my relationships and increased my social abilities. It helped me realize that I have a deep vein of wisdom and a vast ability for listening that I can utilize professionally. So if you want a man to be infatuated with you and always on his mind, you must first listen to him. Ask about his preferences, feelings, and desires. Gather as much information as you can on what makes him tick, both mentally and physically. With that information, you may start having conversations around what he loves talking about, which will make him appreciate being in your presence even more. Of course, this does not imply that you must abandon your interests. Ideally, you should look for things that both of you are interested in. It should be enjoyable for you as well, and it will be simpler to maintain discussions if you have a real interest in the topics you talk about with each other. 2. Make yourself impossible to forget. Now is your chance to adopt a signature, but not the writing kind. You're looking for something that will remind him of you even when you're not there. By arousing his affection for you when you aren't even around, he will begin missing you right away. So, what exactly is a signature? Your favorite color, the way you talk, certain phrases you use, a perfume that you frequently wear, your favorite food. The most typical option is to select a signature scent, as scents evoke memories. It's time to get rid of all of the scents in your bathroom and stick to just one. But how do you make your decision? Check what you already have. Go shopping with an open mind. Try a variety, allowing each one to dry for 10 minutes. Scents change during this time, and then commit to the selected perfume. It will not only work on him, but also on his friends and family, who will begin to link you with that specific aroma. He would be able to smell you, even if you are not present after spending some time in his presence. It's the ideal method for him to miss you. 3. Show good manners. You want to be remembered for the right reasons, don't you? If you're unpleasant and bothersome to others, you won't be in their heads for long. It will, however, work for you if you do pleasant things on occasion and keep your politeness. 4. Be kind. Be someone they believe knows them and would like to meet first. This does not mean you should be a pushover, but simply that you should be aware of their feelings. Then you'll be someone he remembers and chat with. 5. Make them laugh. People may be brought together via laughter. So if you want to be remembered, make him laugh. When you meet someone for the first time, using humor might make them like you more. Participating in a hilarious task might increase romantic desire. This does not always suggest a romantic connection, but it is the first step. If you can make them laugh, you'll constantly be in their minds. 6. Spend more time with each other. When you're floating about in their brains, they should like spending time with you. You don't have to act anything out. Instead, they should enjoy doing things with you. This is how you leave a lasting impression. If they don't like you, they won't spend as much time with you and will quickly stop paying attention to you. Well, that's all about it. Hope the video helped. Thanks for watching.